Do you want to find out how to get the new exotic holster? Well, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to get the new Dodge City Gunslinger Holster. The first thing that you want to do is go to the White House and go meet that lady at the crafting station. She usually sells blueprints and she should sell you the blueprint for this holster. Now this is on the PTS, but it should be coming to life soon probably, so just look out for that. So the first thing that you want to do is open your projects after you bought the blueprint and you're going to have a project. Basically what you need to do is go to the westernmost control point in DC so that you can start the mission. Once you're at the most western point, here is the control point. Basically what you need to do is clear the control point. I already did this for you so that you don't have to watch it, but you need to clear the control point and then you need to go open that yellow box that you get as a reward. In this box will be the exotic component that you need for your project. Here's the exotic component. You want to go turn this in at the project if you actually loot it. Go to projects, then donate this holster. After donating it, you want to go back to the White House and then you should be able to receive a new project from this guy. Now what you need to do is go back to your projects and you'll basically need to complete 3 control points. You need to complete a hyena control point, you need to complete an outcast control point and a true sons control point. All of these control points needs to be a high level control point, so it needs to be a level 4 control point. I did these control points on level 4 each. At the end of this control point, you're going to see the boss of the control point is going to have a cowboy hat on, and that will basically tell you that they have the exotic component that you need to complete your project with. I did the outcast first and I did each control point in a different area. I don't know if that counts, but I did try out to do just a normal control point, but it didn't work, so you do need to do these on level 4. Here I just collected the hyena and now it's a true son. All of them had cowboy hats on, so make sure you actually get these control points to level 4 so that you can get the bosses with the cowboy hats on their heads. Once you looted all the components, go back to the White House. Just donate all of the holster parts that you received from completing the control points. Then you are going to go back to the guy at the projects and he should be able to provide you with a new project. And this project is a little bit more complicated than the rest of the projects. Basically what you are going to have to do is go to an area at 12 o'clock or noon, but before you go there at noon you need to be a little bit late, otherwise the NPCs won't spawn. I'm going to show you exactly where to go in a little bit, but just make sure you arrive a little bit just after noon. Just here there is the echo. You basically need to go to that bar and make sure you kill the black dust. Now I arrived here just a little bit after noon. I did do this once where I just waited in front of the bar for these NPCs to spawn and they did not spawn for me. So make sure you go just a little bit after noon. Let's say you're at the White House at 11:30, start running towards this and you should be okay to arrive here on time. So I did it by just waiting at the White House and then I just ran here when it was 11:30 and I was a little bit late, but it was all good. The NPCs actually spawned. So you need to be a little bit late so that you can catch them in the act of having a meeting or something. I guess that's how they try to plan this. But yeah, kill the last boss and you should be able to get the last little thing for the holster. Now once you got that item, you need to go back to projects obviously and you need to donate that part. After donating that part, then you have completed the project, but we are not done yet. We still need to turn in this project so that we can receive our rewards. Once you turn in the project, you are going to get exotic components and a Dodge City Gunslinger Holster. Now we are going to craft this. I'm just going to go to the crafting station, show you exactly what you need. So if there's some resources that you need to save up on, you can actually gather them beforehand and then craft the holster. Here is our menu. There you can see we've got our exotic blueprint for the holster. Now you do need a few things that you need to take note of. You do need a Providence holster and you need a Petrov holster. Luckily I had blueprints for both, but I only needed a Providence holster, so I just crafted a replica one and it did work once I crafted it. As you can see, I have all the components and the holster is 500 gear score, so it should be good, but you can see there is a little bit variety on it. You can get 36,000 armor or 44,000 armor, so if you want a max roll, you will probably want to do this multiple times. Now just donate your holsters. Make sure you don't donate something that you don't want to be constructed. But there is our holster. I will go over some gameplay while we take a look at the stats and the features of this holster. First talent that it has is Sleight of Hand, which will provide you 20% accuracy, 20% stability, 40% reload speed, 400 optimal range. So that will make your pistol shoot quite far, like it will have no damage drop off actually. And then you get 20% revolver damage, which will actually buff your revolver when you use it, making it more viable. And it does have a requirement, which is require a pistol equipped. I have looked at this if it applies to your other weapons when you only have the pistol holstered, and it actually doesn't. So that's quite a shame, since this holster will be useless if you don't main pistol unless you want to use the second talent, which is quick draw. Swapping to your pistol reloads all weapons. This might be helpful for an LMG instead of using the talent filler up, which you will try to proc with the shotgun. There you can just instead use quick draw, but you will lose out on some stats if you use this holster. The third talent is Perforator. Shots fired from your pistol penetrates enemies. Pistol headshot kills grant 20% weapon damage and allow your primary and secondary weapon to penetrate enemies for 8 seconds. This duration is increased to 11 seconds when using a revolver. You can see all of these talents is basically complementing the revolver. Basically it promotes playing with it so that you can have that cowboy feeling. I guess if you want to make a pistol build, this will be really good for you, since you will get that extra 8-second damage. Or if you want to pair it with the deagle, maybe you can get it to proc the deagle and you will have a lot more damage. But this is mainly for the revolver. I think I might make a build for this in the future. It might be a fun little build to run. Maybe I'll try it in PvP, but you do need to get a kill to get this extra damage. But the Sleight of Hand perk is quite good for the pistol, since it gives it that optimal range, which will negate the damage drop off. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more gameplay and guides like this, then you can subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.